Toriko chapter 256 in a way to bring you here. And once again, we do not know if Coco is alive or not, and if you wonder why I am obsessing with that, it's because they are one of the four main characters. It's pretty important to know if they are alive or not. Well, anyway, back to basics. The chapter starts a little bit epic, although a little bit what the hell, almost like they're talking about the descendants of the 8 king beasts, how they could sense powerful threats, not as cowardice but as a way of surviving, and it's the same that allowed them to survive and fight for countless eons or ages. And now they're saying the sensitivity in them again, that a strong one was born as weak, and that is Toriko. Even though he lost his limbs, even though he lost the fight against Toriko, his gourmet cells have indeed become strong. He will one day become a threat. That's the only hope in the chapter. However, Toriko cannot move, and tears begin to fall from his eyes. So I think he is crying over the fact that he lost against Stargian. He lost. He never stood a chance. Now he needs to get stronger. Elsewhere, well, it turns out that all the Zero Bistope has been defeated. Rap, Love, and Guimon have all been defeated. Where are the rest? Well, that's a question that seems to answer itself. Because elsewhere, Yusaku is battling Kaitora, and Kaitora confirms a theory a lot of people have had. Mohan Saiseya, the great gourmet human national treasure, is indeed a Neo. Not to mention that Kaitora himself is also a Neo. Then just subtly, Yusaku also gets defeated. Almost the same, almost like Majority World affects him or whatever. So where are the rest of the Zero Bistope? Could it be that they were also moles? Well, it turns out that Ichiro tells Midora that he formed the Zero Bistope with few people because he did not want bugs or infestation to get in, and he's talking about Neo. However, some people still got in. And he mentions also that Akashiya, and here's where the chapter gets extremely confusing again. He's saying that Akashiya did something wrong or whatever. He said he counted on Midora to continue bringing the cure water even though Frose was dead, and he's saying that the true enemy is an enemy that was in league with Akashiya all this long, or maybe not in league, was someone that could only reach the Holy Land or whatever. I do not know what they're talking about, but he's talking about the Blue Nitro or whatever, and then and he could very well be talking about that Yoa is indeed Frose, because he's saying something, in order to reach that land or God, they need a chef with exceptional food luck. So, yeah, that says that Akashiya was in collision with the Blue Nitro from the beginning to meet that chef when she would eventually appear again. It's the only hint that brings that maybe Yoa is, yeah, you know what. Elsewhere, then suddenly a Nitro comes and stumps on Ichiro's wound. Does that kill him? And Midora confirms that's a Blue Nitro. The chapter ends this way. As I said before, I am not a fan of despair, and I'm not a fan of something I can't understand. Just what the hell is going on? Are you telling me that Bishokai was only the first half's villains, and now it turns out that the real villain is Neo? Well, duh, but still. This is getting too confusing. Not to mention that Joa's gender or whatever, and now you're telling me that really is Frosse? And just what do you mean in collision with the Blue Nitro? Ah, so impatient! So many questions, probably all have been answered. It's just that I am too stupid to see them. Tell me what you think. See ya.